Body Rush on the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe and well. Hope your Monday's going well. Monday, the 25th of September, the day that Russie B was brought into the world. And weren't you lucky for that? 42 years ago. I know I don't look that old. Moisturising is the key. It's Hammersmith. I was in association with the KUNB.com boys. Unfortunately, Moisey couldn't make it a happy birthday for me with 3 points or even a point at Anfield. And I did my ratings back at lunchtime. And Anton did a show about, sort of 5 things we've learned from the Liverpool game. Dust ourselves off and go again. Lincoln on Wednesday. We've got previews and opposition fan and watch-alongs and stuff like that. And then we got Sheffield United, who just got thumped 8-0. So they're going to be all guns blazing going to London Stadium, aren't they? Maybe with a new manager in charge. Who knows? But it's Hammers Headlines in association with the KUNB.com boys. Bit of a roundup of everything that's been going on the last few days. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. Let's start with a few transfer rumours. God, we're having a bit of a rumour roundup. I thought I'd do today, but a rumour roundup. Let's start with this one. According to TalkSport, West Ham are one of several clubs who are monitoring the PSG French international winger Ousmane Dembele ahead of the January transfer window. The forward signed to Paris Saint-Germain in the summer for around 50 million quid, but has failed to register any goal contribution despite playing all 5 of the Ligue 1 Champions games so far since he's arrived. So some PSG fans have called for Dembele to be dropped following his slow starts, and as a result, a host of Premier League sides are looking to pounce and maybe potentially a loan move for the 26-year-old, according to the Daily Mirror as well as TalkSport. West Ham, Arsenal, and Spurs are 3 sides believed to be interested in him. He netted 40 goals and registered 43 assists in 185 appearances for Barcelona before he's moved to PSG in the summer. He's got 39 caps for France, and a loan deal might be something that it could be cheeky, little cheeky loan deal, but we'll see. We have a bit of a French sort of contingent, don't we? The likes of, Areola, Zuma, Aguerd speaks French, obviously not natively, but not native French. Obviously he's Moroccan, but and various others as well. Ben Rama, I'm sure Paqueta speaks French as well with his time at Lyon. So yeah. Elsewhere, we've been linked with another Ousmane, but this one is different. This one is Ousmane Diomande. No, can't be Diomande. Diomande. Yeah, Diomande. Yeah, we don't say Diomande. The Sporting defender, apparently, according to Portuguese newspaper Record, it suggested that West Ham and Arsenal are battling for the Ivory Coast international. Arsenal apparently have already put a bid in ahead of the January transfer window for around £30 million. But obviously, the issue is he plays for the Ivory Coast, and that'll be bang middle of the AFCONs, won't it? So you wouldn't see him until probably February. But apparently it hasn't stopped West Ham apparently asking questions about the player's availability, with Moyes and co apparently seemingly keen to bring him to East London. He's 6'3", centre-half. Never even made a first team appearance for his first club, Michelad, and then was sent out on loan to a Portuguese side, Mafra, for the first half of last season. He impressed so much that Sporting bought him in January, and he's become an important first team player ever since. So, so we're looking at a few, and could we be looking at maybe a replacement for Pablo Fornals? I mean, this guy looks an absolute, he looks just like Fornals he did when we signed him and take the thing off. Look at him. He's a little bloke. But apparently, according to, who was this one according to? Football Insider, so definitely not true. The Hammers are interested in signing Celta Vigo midfielder Fran Beltran as another midfield option. Report states the Premier League side like him for his ability to break up play, win back possession, and launch attacks. Fran has remained a key player for Celta Vigo this year under new boss Rafa Benitez, who has favoured him over several others, including Renato Tapia. They don't really need to sell him, to be honest. They sold a big player in the summer, but a big offer could force their hand, apparently. So yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's an area we need to prioritise. Clearly, a striker is an area we need to prioritise, and we need to prioritise for years, to be honest. Elsewhere, it was reported over the weekend that 4 West Ham fans have been issued with banning orders following the disorder against at West Ham's Europa Conference League semi-final clash away to AZ Alkmaar last season, and they've been banned for all matches as well as surrendering their passports during European game weeks to prevent them from travelling abroad. AZ Alkmaar, as response, banned 43 fans following the issues at their game. Back in, they did that back in May. Actually, they also fined the Dutch side. Also fined £69,000 for their behaviour of their fans at the stadium and ordered to play one UEFA match behind closed doors. Although that sanction had been suspended for 2 years, whereas our banning order is in effect for the Freiburg game in a few weeks' time of away supporters not attending our Europa League conference. Not conference now, Europa League group stage game against Freiburg in a few weeks' time. So, yeah. No, never great, is it? Never great, but at least something's been done, and obviously Alkmaar have taken it as well, because it wasn't nice at all, and obviously we had Knowlesy on, didn't we, to talk about it from first sort of hand experience. So go back and check out that interview Anton did a few months ago. Let's do a little sort of whiz around the around our academy, because it's been it's not been great for the first team this weekend, but it's been quite good for the academy. Freddie Potts scored his first professional goal for when he was on loan to Wickham with a wonder goal volley. Check it out on Twitter; it's absolutely amazing. We know Moyes has admitted in pre-season that he rates Potts very highly, and when he's playing, when he does play, he does represent a certain number 41, doesn't he? So much so that I had to double check when he was playing, to be honest. He looked like him so much in terms of his style. And he wanted to go out on loan to get valuable first team game time. And Potsy was sent out on loan to obviously Wickham Wanderers, where he's quickly become a very key player to them. He's played 10 games already and started 8 of them. And the son of boss Steve Potts, under 21 boss Steve Potts, shows he hasn't got his father's scoring touch because he's already scored a goal. And he's the goal against Charlton was absolutely brilliant. They ended up losing the game, but it was a phenomenal strike outside the box. Go and check it out on Twitter. It was a beautiful volley, like a cruise missile into the Charlton's goal from the edge of the box. Really, really good. Elsewhere, George Earthy signed a new deal, a 3-year deal to remain at West Ham as he continues his development as well, which is great to see. What's great is George comes from a West Ham family, just same as Freddie, and that's great. We love to see a couple of West Ham boys do well. So that's good to see. George has signed a 3-year deal now with the club. In terms of the academy themselves, George was on the bench, I think, where Steve Potts' under 21 side drew 3-3 with Southampton on Friday. Callum Marshall was amongst the goals. I believe he's top of the PL2 goal scoring with 7. I want to say might be a few more actually. They're now 7 games undefeated for the under 21s. So Stevie's doing a great job there with them. Elsewhere, Kevin Keane's side, the under 18s, drew 3-3. So they came back to win 3-1. Came back from a goal behind to win 3-1 against Brighton on Saturday. They've now scored 12 goals in the last 4 games, so they're scoring for fun at the moment, unlike the first team. Although we have scored in every Premier League game this year, which isn't too shabby. Just a few more would be nice. And that's it, my friends. And that's it. Whistle-stop tour of all the rumours and a bit about obviously the academy and reasons to be cheerful. Let's just say that, reasons to be cheerful on a Monday. But as I said, I was born this day, so there we go. If you're a bit bored, nothing to do, don't forget we put on Friday our interview with Henry Lansbury, which was a brilliant interview. He's such a lovely guy with his My Hammers 11. We've got some great ones lined up in the next couple of weeks, so please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification button. I mean, Henry Lansbury, not many players, midfielders have a clean sheet, professional clean sheet, and he did when he went in goal for us against Blackburn. And we speak about that. And good shout. He didn't put him in. He didn't put him in goal for his own 11. He put Robert Green in goal. Spoiler alert. Anyway, so until then, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, my friends. Come on, you bloody irons, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.